So a 4-1 defeat on the road today. How do you sum up that match?
Well and truly beaten. We were lacklustre. I'm not going to blame things on being a little bit depleted and trips and things like that, because at the end of the day a lot of other teams that came in not got a result. But it was disappointing tonight. I think maybe 10 minutes in the first half where we were okay. We actually scored when we weren't great, but that 10 minutes starting the game, I thought, okay, we might put ourselves in and carry on where we left off in terms of performance-wise from Saturday. Said to the boys in there, if you play anything like you did on Saturday, you give yourself an opportunity to get something from that game. But we were well and truly beaten, and at times it felt like men against boys. And for me, club didn't deserve that performance today, and anyone associated didn't really deserve that performance, because we tried to do everything right, and I just felt like we were just lacklustre. And yes, okay, 170-mile trip on a Tuesday night ain't ideal for anyone, right? But it's no excuse. You're on a football pitch, it should be a joy every single time you get on a football pitch, and for me, that's where we fell short today. The bits of quality again in the final third just let us down when we needed it at some key moments as well. We've potentially got the opportunity to get back in and potentially take the lead with George in the first half, and the keeper makes a decent save. But then after that, we've got 8.5 minutes to get into half time, where we score against the run of play. It's 1-1, and like I say, 8.5 minutes to get into half time, to give yourself a little bit of a boost and a bit of an oomph going into a second half, and we just made some stupid and poor decisions. The quality obviously lacked with it when you're having those decisions aren't great. The quality has to be good if your decision making isn't as good as it should be. But both lacked, and we allowed them to get on top, and we were just awfully passive tonight, and it frustrates me, because, as I say, every opportunity on a football pitch is one to cherish, really, and actually give absolutely everything you've got. And I don't think many can come off tonight saying they've gave absolutely everything. If they do, and they feel depleted, and because of the travel and this, that and the other, okay, but it's still no excuse for me, because looking forward to be able to play football each week should be the oomph that all you need to come out and do as best as you can. And like I said, tonight was tough to take, not just because of the trip, but I just think we lacked any form of quality, but more importantly the desire, and coming off the back of Saturday's, how everyone saw it with their own eyes on Saturday in terms of performance-wise. Okay, result not great, but they're at the top of the league for a reason. But if we carried on from there, we'd have been all right tonight. But unfortunately, it was the polar opposite.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Callum Coxey crops up with the equaliser. But do you think at that point Leiston were already in the ascendancy?
Yeah, absolutely. We scored against the run of play, and to be fair to Callum, it was actually a good finish at the back post. It was nice and solid. But they were in the ascendancy, and they had the majority control of the game. So I have no excuses with the result tonight whatsoever. So as far as I'm concerned, the main thing is we need to dust this off as quickly as we can, because I can't accept that performance. The club don't deserve that performance, and the players are aware of that. But at the same time, I take responsibility for that, and we try to prepare as best as we can. We'll still do everything we can to make sure that we have positive results moving forward, and hopefully, with the positives of how it's looked and the results over the last, like I say, 10-12 games have been better than the first half of the season, we can continue to put positives on the board rather than nights like tonight, and we'll look at this as hopefully as a bit of an anomaly.